What's up, boys? We're in Abu Dhabi tomorrow. Normally, I make this video a little bit earlier in the week, but we're in Abu Dhabi tomorrow, okay? We have Robert Whittaker versus Reinier de Ridder. I'm going to give you guys a full overview of this card, okay? Not normally I give you guys a full breakdown, all right? But there's some sleepers on here. Let's keep it a stack, okay? Do you guys really want me to sit here and break down Marc-André versus Marcus Bakushka, okay? Obviously not. We're starting at the top with Robert Whittaker versus Reinier de Ridder. And listen, Robert Whittaker is ranked number 5 in the middleweight division. Reinier de Ridder is ranked 13. Every time I say his name, I feel like a 5-year-old kid who has a lisp. So we're going to say RDR. RDR is ranked number 13. RDR is obviously coming off of bullying Bo Nickel out of the company. Bo Nickel is now a wrestler, but hey, it's okay. Robert Whittaker is coming off of getting his teeth removed. He got his teeth confiscated from him by Khamzat Chimaev. Okay, RDR has trained with Khamzat Chimaev, has trained with DDP, and Robert Whittaker is in such a weird position, right? Because if he wins this fight, it's like the UFC wants him to lose, right? Which is nothing new. The UFC always feeds their vets to the young prospect, but Reinier de Ridder is not a young prospect, but it's okay. Now, Robert Whittaker is in such a weird position because if he wins, this is the number 1 contender fight, right? Robert Whittaker would either have to fight DDP or Khamzat Chimaev for the belt, and both of them beat his ass, and Khamzat Chimaev literally confiscated his teeth from him. He confiscated your teeth. So I understand if he wants his get back, Robert Whittaker might have some plot armor here, but I feel like Reinier de Ridder is just too advanced, bro. He's like a little baby Khamzat. He's going to take you down. He's a 1 championship, 2 division champion. Taking out our wrestlers, okay? He's making quick turnarounds. When was that Bo Nickel fight? That had to be recent, right? Because it was May 3rd. It was May 3rd. Dude's making crazy turnaround. He just beat Kevin Holland. He just beat Gerald Marshall. Okay, he's 3-0 in the UFC. He only had like 2 losses ever in his professional career. He's 20-2. He's a little weird looking. His body's not like, he's not the Paulo Costa type. Okay, he doesn't look like the Chad walking into the room. But he's still out here. He's getting these W's, and I think he's just going to take down Robert Whittaker and submit him. I think the best bet, honestly, is just Reinier de Ridder moneyline, because I thought that he was going to do that against Bo Nickel. I thought, listen, Bo Nickel is one of the most decorated wrestlers of all time. He's just going to shoot. He's going to shoot the takedown, just like to say, fuck it, whatever. Bo Nickel has been starching people like Cody Brundage and whatever. He did not. He just went out there and just showed levels, but his striking was like a little subpar for being for real, but like, we're looking at him fight Bo Nickel. Okay, so keep that in mind. But Robert Whittaker has hands, man. He lets those fists fly. Never forget, Robert Whittaker won the championship after GSP retired. They just handed it to him. They said Robert Whittaker is now the champion. We're upgrading the interim to the champion. So he is a UFC champion, all right? And he does have like some decent money line value on him, boys. Don't get me wrong. This is not like a lock of the week, okay? Robert Whittaker has some money line value. Now, the co-main event is where we have the lock of the week, and that's what we're going to go in like 5 seconds. But I'm going to go with Reinier de Ridder, but I wouldn't be mad on you guys if you went Robert Whittaker KO TKO. That also has some good money line there, but I'm going Reinier de Ridder straight money line, all right? That has some good value. That's good value. I don't think Reinier de Ridder loses this one, okay? Can you imagine the PTSD you have after somebody steps into the octagon with you and confiscates all of your teeth, okay? Like I would be so I'd be like, oh my God, please don't put me in a face crank, please. I would be so PTSD. As soon as his hand went over my like jaw area, my mandible area, I'm tapping. I'm like, stop. I'm verbally tapping. That's just how this is going. Now, the lock of the week is this co-main event, boys. I'm going to be honest with you, all right? Peter Yan versus Marcus McGee. Peter Yan is 5'7". Little short rascal. Marcus McGee is not that far behind. Okay, he's only 5'8". These dudes are fighting at 135 pounds. This is definitely going to a decision, but I got Marcus McGee here, boys. Now listen, Peter Yan is coming off of 2 back-to-back wins. He beat up Davison Figueiredo, decision unanimous, and then beat up Song Yadong, decision unanimous. But that Song Yadong loss honestly broke my heart. Previous to that, he got like 50-42'd by Merab Dvalishvili. All right, absolutely disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. Okay, Peter Yan is the younger fighter. Can we talk about that? Marcus McGee is the older fighter. For whatever reason, my brain thought that Marcus McGee was the younger fighter, but no. Marcus McGee to really shake up the bantamweight division here and put his name on the board if he gets Peter Yan out of here. I don't think he's going to knock him out. I don't think so. He was getting pieced up in a few of his fights on the Contender Series, most definitely, against Martinez. Jonathan Martinez. It wasn't Contender Series. It was the last fight against Jonathan Martinez. He was getting a little pieced up, but still came out on top. I got Marcus McGee. Something's telling me to lean towards Marcus McGee, and that's where I'm going. Now, another lock. There's like 3 to 4 locks on here, and this is the second one. Is Shara Shara the Bullet, the Pirate, versus Marc-André Barriault. We're going Marc-André Barriault here, boys. Why is Shara such a heavy favorite? He's something like minus 600. Minus 400. Something like that. And my boy Marc-André Barriault is plus 550. He's coming off of putting Bruno Silva out cold in the first round, okay? In the first round. What are we doing here? When have we seen Shara knock somebody out in the first round? Never in his UFC career. It's always in the third round. One time he knocked somebody out in the second. One time he knocked somebody out in the second round. Big whoop-de-doo. Shara, all right, is going to get pressured. He's not going to be able to circle Marc-André Barriault. Marc-André Barriault is a big fella. Okay, he's going to let those elbows fly. He's going to let those fists fly. And I got Marc-André Barriault over the Pirate all day. I honestly do not think that Shara is going to stand even like a tiny bit of a chance. I might put my whole check from the coal mines on Marc-André Barriault. That's my lock of the week. Not the Marcus McGee. Not Marcus McGee. My lock of the week is Marc-André Barriault. For real. And I'm going to parlay that with Marcus McGee and RDR. All right? And another thing that I'm adding to my parlay, boys, is Bryce Mitchell versus Said Nurmagomedov. Okay, listen, Bryce Mitchell is coming down to bantamweight. He was just at 145. He was squabbling it up at 145. All right, he was looking solid out there until he ran into Ilia Topuria, until he ran into Josh Emmett, until he ran into Gene Silva. Okay, I was going to say Bruno Silva, but until he ran into Gene Silva. All right, he was running into some savages at 145, and he was just a little undersized, if you ask me. He honestly was a little undersized. So he made the decision, after getting choked out by Gene Silva, to go down to bantamweight, and they handed him a ranking at bantamweight, by the way. He's ranked number 15. And they handed him Said Nurmagomedov. Now, you hear Said Nurmagomedov, and you think, wow, this is going to be a Khabib clone. No, it's not. No, it's not. They're not even cousins, brother. They're not even cousins. They just share the last name for whatever weird, odd reason that they have. All right? That's just what's going on over there. All right? Maybe there's 1,000 different Nurmagomedov families. We just don't know about them. That name is probably like so common out there. Who knows? Who knows? Listen, I'm going Bryce Mitchell here, okay? He's better on the feet. He's better on the ground. He's better everywhere, and he's in a new division. He's in a brand new division. I think his cardio is going to stand up. Said Nurmagomedov has not fought since February 1st. Okay, actually, I'm wrong. Okay, I thought he was coming off of a long layoff. He fought February 1st of 2025, okay? And he won that fight decision unanimous. But previously to that, his last fight was in October 21st, 2023. October 21st of 2023. We're going Bryce Mitchell, I want to say KO, TKO, but we're going to go money line because this could go either way, boys. I could see Said Nurmagomedov shooting a takedown. I could see Bryce Mitchell shooting a takedown. I could see them both letting their hands fly, letting the feet fly, but I'm going Bryce Mitchell money line all day. All day Bryce Mitchell money line, boys. And honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. Those are my only locks for this card. This is a solid card. Nikita Krylov versus Bogdan Gustaf is the first fight on the main card. That's you flip a coin in the air. You could flip a coin in the air, and that's how that's going to go. I think I'm leaning toward Bogdan, but I don't really want to put my bread on that fight at all. The next fight above that is Astu Alanabayev, you know what I mean, versus Jose Achua. I would go Jose Achua. I just don't like Alanabayev. You know what I mean? But this is a pretty solid card. Only one women's fight, so like, congratulations to the UFC. Thank you so much. And the first fight, Martin Buday versus Marcus Buchecha. I'm going Marcus Buchecha. All right, dude's 5-1. He looks absolutely massive, by the way. Ibo Elajan versus Billy Alekna, whatever. Looks like a solid fight. All these fights are solid. I'm looking forward to all of them, boys, but those are my only locks. Oh, whoa. I forgot. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Damone Blackshear versus Davy Grant is going to be an absolute banger. But we're going Damone Blackshear all day. Damone Blackshear is going to have this W in the bag. I'm going to put my bread on Damone Blackshear over Davy Grant. I mean, Davy Grant is a little bit of a savage. You know, he has a chin, he has a heart. He's really out there squabbling it up. But hopefully Damone Blackshear can jumpstart. You know what I mean? He's only 30. He's only 30 years old. He's on a nice 3-fight winning streak. All right. I want to see him make a little bit of run in the bantamweight division. Okay. Maybe we get to see him call out Bryce Mitchell if Bryce Mitchell wins or loses. Okay, who knows? Who knows, boys? But those are my locks. I wanted to do a full breakdown for this card, but this week was really hectic for me, boys. I'm kind of trying to figure out how I could like structure my videos throughout the week for you guys, like what would be the best. Like I figured out, okay, we're going to make a video breaking down the main event once a week, breaking down the co-main event, breaking down a random fight from the card that I like, you know what I mean? So that's 3 videos right there. Then we're going to do our predictions. I'm just trying to figure it out, like how to structure my predictions, because most of the time when I do a full card breakdown where I'm just basically giving you guys a rundown like a Lucas Tracy or a MMA Guru type breakdown of the whole fight card, it doesn't really seem to do well. So I'm thinking, since that lane is already heavily covered, you know what I mean? That lane's already occupied. Okay, we got the big boys in that lane. I might have to move myself to like locks of the week. Oh, you know what I'm saying? The content game is, you know what I mean? I'm in here. I'm in the metaverse streets with you guys. I'm locked in. Shout out to everybody who subscribes. Shout out to everybody who watches my clips on Shorts, YouTube. YouTube and Shorts are the same thing. But TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Everywhere. I post these things everywhere, boys. I'm just trying to, you know what I mean? Trying to just get heard. My MMA opinions heard. All right, boys? I hope you guys have a good one. This card's on early. We didn't even get to talk about how early this card's on. It's on at like 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. All right? I am excited. I actually get to enjoy a Saturday. I mean, I enjoy watching MMA, but I actually get to go outside, okay, on a Saturday night. Whoa, right? Like, whoa. I bet everybody else is feeling the same thing. Thank you. All right? I hope you guys have a good one. Stay safe this weekend. And if you made it all the way to the end, comment ka-chow. All right?